Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is Miss Brianne, and welcome to the Westhampton Free Virtual Library. And this is our YouTube channel where we bring all of our your favorite children's programs to you virtually for the season of winter. We hope to have in-person programming again real soon, but until then, please feel free to join us from the comfort of your own home. Now, today I have a fun little winter activity for everybody to do today. Does that sound like fun? All right. So, as you know, it is the month of January. And besides the new year, we are currently in the season of winter. Now, I want you boys and girls to take a moment to think about this and think about, what do you think about when you think of the season of winter? Okay, so do you think, what's the one main thing you think about when you think of the season of winter? Everybody, what should be on everybody's minds is the number one word that begins with the letter S, snow. When you think about winter, you think about snow. And how many of you boys and girls look forward to snow? Some of you probably do, because that means playing in the snow, you see the snow falling from the sky, you can make snow angels, you can build snow people, you can make snowballs and have a snowball fight, you can go tubing, you can go sledding. It's a lot of fun things you can do in the snow when it does snow. And there's some not so good things to do in the snow, like shoveling the driveway and the sidewalk and your your walkway. But many things to do with snow is fun. And how many of you boys and girls look forward to having a snow day from school? That sounds like fun, doesn't it? Well, today I have a fun little craft that represents the story I'm going to read to you in a minute, as well as winter in general and the snow. We're going to do a little construction paper collage type activity with the snowy day. However, before we do that, I am going to read you the book that inspired the project. And this is called The Snowy Day. So, the author and illustrator of The Snowy Day is Ezra Jack Keats. And in case you didn't know, or don't remember, the author is the person who writes the words to the story. The illustrator is the person who draws the pictures of the story. And Ezra Jack Keats did a little bit of both. Well, he did both. Now, let's see. The Snowy Day. Let me take a look at something. Now, the publisher of the book is Puffin Books, which is part of the Penguin Putnam Books for young readers. And the publisher is the place that prints the books and sends them to the bookstores. So, we ready to begin? All right. So, when I read you the story, take some time to look at the illustrations, and you can pause the videos if you want to get a better look. And then think about what you either liked or did not like about the story. Are we ready to begin? Here we go. One winter morning, Peter woke up and looked out the window. Snow had fallen during the night. It covered everything as far as he could see. Take a look at that. Isn't it great to wake up to see snow on the ground? Especially during a school day? Looks like, what do you think? Is Peter happy about it? Is he excited about it? Or is he not so happy about it? Well, why don't we continue to find out? After breakfast, he put on his snowsuit and ran outside. The snow was piled up very high along the street to make a path for walking. So it looks like he was excited about the snow, right? He got his snowsuit on and now looks like he's going to have fun. And it looks like somebody plowed the sidewalks during the night. Wouldn't that make it easier to walk in the snow? Alright. Crunch, crunch, crunch. His feet sank into the snow. He walked with his toes pointing out like this. Take a look at the footprints. See how his toes were pointing out? He walked with his toes pointing in like that. And then take a look at these sets of footprints. What do you think? Are they the same or are they different? Let's see. Then he dragged his feet slowly to make tracks. And he found something sticking out of the snow that made a new track. So look, he's dragging his feet to see that almost looks like a road, right? And then, oh, what's this? It looks like another track. What do you think it is? I'll give you a minute to think about it. It was a stick. A stick that was just right for smacking a snow-covered tree. I bet you weren't expecting a stick, were you, boys and girls? But has anybody hit like branches from a tree with a stick to make the snow fall? Does that sound like fun? Well, let's see what else Peter does. Down fell the snow, plop, on top of Peter's head. And, oh, it looks like he's walking along after the snow fell. So what do you think Peter's going to do next? Well, let's see. He thought it would be fun to join the big boys in their snowball fight, but he knew he wasn't old enough. Not yet. Why do you think Peter thought he wasn't old enough to join the big boys in the snowball fight? Could it be because he was afraid he may have gotten hurt? Or do you think he feels the big boys don't want him to join in? Take a minute to think about it. And then we'll move on. All right. So, he made a smiling snowman. And he made angels. So what do you think? Who's made snow people? And who's made snow angels? Fun, huh? All right, what else does Peter do? Let's see. he pretended he was a mountain climber. He climbed up a great, big, tall, heaping mountain of snow and slid all the way down. Fun, huh? Who's done that with a tube or a sled? Isn't that fun? He picked up a handful of snow, and another, and still another. He packed it round and firm and put the snowball in his pocket for tomorrow. Then he went into his warm house. What do you think? He put the snow in his pocket. Do you think the snow will stay in his pocket? Do you think it'll stay a snowball? Why or why not? Well, let's see what happens. He told his mother all about his adventures while she took off his wet socks. And he thought and thought and thought about them. Before he got into bed, he looked in his pocket. His pocket was empty. The snowball wasn't there. He felt very sad. And he's sleeping now. So I'll show you the pictures for a bit. Why do you think Peter was sad? If you said because he lost his snowball, you're probably right. He wanted to save that snowball. Why do you think the snowball went away? Well, snow is nothing but water that when it gets very, very cold outside, it becomes hard like ice. If it's warm enough, it comes down in rain, but if it gets really cold, it comes down in snow. And since it was very, very cold outside, the snow was still able to stay on the ground. But because it was nice and warm inside Peter's house, all that snow turned back into water. Why do you think Peter wanted the snowball? He probably wanted to keep that snowball in case all the snow went away. But like I said, it was warm. Once it gets warm, all the snow turns into water. Do you think he'll stay sad? Well, let's read to find out. While he slept, he dreamed that the sun had melted all the snow away. But when he woke up, his dream was gone. The snow was still everywhere. New snow was falling. It looks like it's snowing again. After breakfast, he called to his friend from across the hall, and they went out together into the deep, deep snow. So now it looks like he's going to have snow adventures with his friend now. And that is the end of the story. Wasn't that a fun book? Alright, so I'll give you a minute to think about what you liked and what you did not like about the book. And also, do you think the snow will go away? Yeah, probably. But new snow will probably appear during the winter. However, once we hit March and April, the temperature is going to get warmer, and then there will be no more snow until next winter. Which is a little sad. But then you have nice warm weather to play in. Does that sound like fun? Well, in any event, we're going to do a little art project, and you'll have a little snow scene in which the snow will never go away. Cool, huh? So we are going to do something called a snowy day collage. And I'm going to go over step by step how to make this art project. And when we're done, we'll have something that looks a little bit like this. Isn't that cool? Would you like something? Would you like a picture like this for yourself? Well, I am going to tell you how to make it. And you just need some materials, and you should have some of these materials in a craft kit that you picked up prior to this program. And in that craft kit, you should have white construction paper, dark blue construction paper, a yellow construction paper square, a red construction paper square, and a green construction paper square. Yours are going to be a little bit smaller than what I have here, but it's just enough for the trees. Now, you should also have these materials from home, in addition to what was provided in the craft kit. So here's what you should bring with you as well. You should have glue, a pencil, a white crayon or an oil pastel, a black marker. Oh, also the triangle template came in the kit as well. I apologize for not showing you that. And a pair of scissors. So now you know what the materials you need. Are we ready to begin? All right, let's get started. The first thing you're going to do is take your blue construction paper and with your pencil, you're going to draw an oval type shape. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just draw it as big or small as you like. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. I just freehanded that. Take a look at that. So that's your oval. The next thing you're going to do, I'll give you a minute to do that really quick. Alright, the next thing you're going to do is take your scissors and you are going to cut out the oval. Like I said, this does not have to be a perfect oval. Just a little thing to give you some background. And you just cut along the line you drew. So, here is your oval. I'll give you a minute or two to complete that. Alright, so once you're done cutting out your oval, you're going to take it, turn it around to the back, apply some glue, like so. Just apply some glue. Then you're going to take your white sheet of construction paper, turn your oval around, and place it onto the white sheet of construction paper, like that. I will give you a minute to finish that. Alright, so now that you have your background, now we're just going to put this to the side for now and take out one of your color construction paper squares. So, the next thing you're going to do is take your triangle template and a construction paper square, place your template on the square, take your pencil, and trace the triangle. So, there's the triangle. I hope you can see that. So, I'm going to give you a minute to do that really quick. Alright, so now what you just did with your one, you're going to take this and draw one triangle on the other two construction paper squares. I will give you a minute or two to do that. Here we go. Alright, so now you've drawn a triangle on each of your color construction paper squares. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to cut out your triangles. So, let me demonstrate with one. And then you can cut out one. So we're just cutting out the triangle, just like this. There we go. So I'll give you a minute to cut out one of your triangles. Alright, so now you got your one triangle cut out. You're going to cut out the remaining two triangles. I'll give you a couple minutes for that. Here we go. Alright, so there are your 3 triangles. I'll just give you a minute to finish up. Alright, so now you cut out your triangles. We're going to bring our background back. And we are going to arrange our triangles however you like. So here's how my triangle is going to look like. Then, once you do that, we're going to take some glue. Put some glue on the back of the triangles. And glue them onto the blue background. Now I'm going to give you a few minutes to do that, so here we go. Alright, so now you have your triangles in place. We're going to make some branches because they're going to be our trees. So we're going to take our marker and we're going to draw lines like from the centerish top of the tree all the way to the ground like this. Give you a minute to do that. Alright, and the last thing well, not the last thing, I shouldn't say that, but the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make the branches. Now we can make them however we want. We can make them crazy like this. Something like that. Or we can go completely crazy. Or we can just do like little side branches like this. You can do this however you like. So I will give you a minute or two to complete that. Alright, and last but certainly not least, we're going to take our white crayon And we are going to draw snow all over the blue background, like so. So I will give you some time to do that. Ready? Here we go. Now I said I'm using a crayon for this, but and crayons are perfect, but if you have oil pastels, that's fine. If you want to paint snow on, that's fine. If you have tempera paint, you can take a Q-tip and dab it on. If you have chalk markers, that is fine too. Whatever you have is perfectly fine. But I'm just using a simple crayon. And there you have it. A nice snowy day art construction paper collage just for you. This was a fun little winter activity, huh? And if you like this, please be sure to check out all the winter activities that I have and that the other children's librarians have during the months of January and February. And check out the other exciting activities that we have. But in any event, I hope you had fun today. I certainly had fun. I hope you check out our other programs. But until then, this is Miss Brianne. Take good care of yourselves. Have a great day, and I will see you soon.